is uh, a six-figure earner. He is in the leadership council. He is an awesome coach and a great dad and husband to one wife. I'd like to introduce Erik Robinson.
Woo! Wow. Thank you, Renee, for that
Let's
wonderful,
go.
wonderful, wonderful
Awesome.
introduction. Thank you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hope y'all hear me clearly. Let me first
Loud
see.
and
We can.
clear.
Yes, we can.
All right, cool, cool,
Yes, we
cool.
can hear you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Trying to multitask my computer, had to do two computers. So somehow y'all was talking about the camera etiquette. I'm like, man, camera etiquette, my camera won't turn on. So anyway, that's what it is today. This is who I am today. So with that being said, woo, I got a question. I need to feel some energy on the line. I need to feel some energy on the line. I need y'all to come off mute. I want to ask y'all this question. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Team, how y'all feel?
Fired
Yeah.
Fired up.
And team, what's up?
My
income.
My income. Yes, I'm telling y'all, I'm excited. My income. So hold on a second. Look like I'm looking someplace else. I am looking someplace else. I'm trying to get me situated on this other screen. So just bear with me 1 second. And I will be a-okay. I think so. I don't know. Anybody co-host, one of the co-hosts, if y'all can spotlight me, that'd be cool. That'd be wonderful. I don't know how to do this thing. And Gary, don't try to do it. You're driving. You know, y'all just talk about don't be frying no eggs and everything like that. But I'm Gertie. You down like 4 flat tires. I see you driving and doing it. I got something to share with y'all today too. I just want to get this thing right. And so I'm gonna get it right, and then I'm gonna share.
Let's go. Nobody's coming.
All right, I'm gonna get it right. Then I'm gonna share what I need to share with y'all. And we're gonna be everything's gonna be everything. All right, so here we go. Y'all ready? If you're ready, say I'm ready.
I'm ready.
You ready?
All right, cool.
I'm ready.
Cool. Couple of quick announcements. I mean, thank you for that wonderful introduction, Renee. Like coming from you, that's like that y'all don't understand. Coming from Renee, that's like how do you feel? I look at Renee's like the teacher, like the professor, right? Renee's like the professor. Somehow I just image her like a college professor. She's like the professor of sales, professor of business. You know what I'm saying? So to get, it's like a student. I feel like a student, like for the student to get an accolade from the teacher. You know what I mean? I feel like I got a gold star. Like I got a gold star. And maybe growing up in school, I didn't get many of those. So I don't know. So this one's special, Renee, because I didn't get many gold stars. I was the kid who got the it wasn't a gold star, it was the pink slip. You know what I mean? I usually got the pink slip more than the gold star. So getting the gold star from you, Renee, is amazing. And I shouldn't say that with my son on the line, because now he probably like, oh, Dad, you wasn't an honor roll student. You got on me, and you wasn't an honor roll student yourself. Yep, I was an honor roll student. I was a straight A student, son.
You earned it, Erik.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Renee. Thank you so much. But no, my son took it past me because he graduated with honors, real honors. It's so funny. Can I tell a quick story? And it just shows you the progression of life, right? I remember when I graduated from University of Maryland, the first time I graduated, same degree. First time I graduated, I still need more classes. They lined us up at the Coldfield House, University of Maryland, and this is before technology and computers. And they gave us all index cards, right? So they lined us up outside. They had a whole bunch of us graduating from the business school, and they gave us index card and told us write our names on it, right? And I'm like, dang, I could write my name on it. I didn't know at this time. I didn't tell my parents I didn't have enough credit yet. I got my family there. I still ain't got enough credit to graduate, and I'm holding true to this. I'm holding this line. I'm holding true to this lie. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me, Lord. Anyway, I'm holding true to it. And I was like, man, I got my cap and gown. My father bought the cap and gown. I didn't want to get it. He's like, Erik, I'm surprised you got your cap and gown. I'm like, dang, he went and bought the cap and gown. Shucks. Now I can't back out. So anyway, they gave us the index cards, and they was like, I didn't know what to put on there. I put my degree on there, and I was like, some people like, oh, I'm magna cum laude, summa cum laude. I'm like, what's cum laude? I didn't know what that was. I'm graduating with a degree. I didn't know the different cum laude and stuff like that. I was like just trying to graduate. Are you with me? And so I put down like magna cum laude. I didn't know what the heck it meant. And they read my name off, Erik Robinson, because they just read index cards. And I'm telling you, man. Anyway, I ended up graduating in like 4.5 years, but I officially graduated 6 years later, when I went back to school after I met my wife and actually finished taking some classes, I still had like another year of classes left to graduate. But why I'm saying that, because I watched my son actually really graduate, really officially, like magna cum laude. He really graduated with honors. So I want to clap it up to him. Woohoo! Undergrad and graduate school
Go,
with honors.
Isaiah.
So the official way.
Thank you.
I remember when his graduation was during COVID, he was like sleeping. I'm like, man, you sleeping during your graduation, son? Because it was online. And I'm like, man, no, you understand what I had to go through. I had to fake my graduation, right? I graduated 10 years with the same degree, walked across stage. Well, I didn't go walk across stage next time. I was like, just mail me my degree. Anyway, where's that going? Absolutely nowhere. Has nothing to do with today's message. I do got a message for y'all today. That ain't it. So if you're tuned in, I hope I didn't lose nobody, but that ain't
Tokyo
it.
Drift.
Just know that I think it's the shake. I done took too many doses of this thing, got me all wired up.
Why are you taking another one, Eric?
It tastes so good. You got Siobhan, this thing tastes good. Anyway, office hours. Today, we're going to be really diving into recruiting licensed agents. So tune into the office hours. Yesterday, I think we had a phenomenal office hours. You know, we did I did a role play with Gertie, and Takesha's on the side, you know, instigating. Well, and when role play with Gertie, how do you start a conversation? And then Takesha's like, well, where you at? I'm like, I'm meeting Gertie in line at Starbucks. Well, where you at in Starbucks? What's that? I'm like, you know, and then after I met her, got her number. What's part two? Takesha typing. What's part two? I felt like I was being bullied from the keyboard, right? Takesha's like, well, what's part two? I'm like, what do you mean part two? You got to call Gertie now. So now we call Gertie, right? And we doing an interview, and we put the deal through. And going through it, Gertie's like, man, Eric, I got insurance for real. Like, are you really doing this? So I'm just want to show you what our process works. Are y'all with me? Even in role playing, Gertie had got so sucked in, she forgot she was role playing. She was ready to buy the policy. She said, hold on,
It was fantastic. Fantastic. Yes.
I got a policy for my kids. Right. So today's office hours, we're going to actually show you how to recruit licensed agents. So if you ever think about licensed agents, tune in. And that's on Eric Zoom or experienlife.com. Experienlife.com or Eric Zoom leads you to the same place, 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. And we might roll over to about 2 o'clock. I don't know. But we just go into the office Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and we just there and we just answer questions. You know, Uncle Jock is there, and we just sitting in the office. Some people are physically there, and we just asking questions. Are y'all with me? Kind of look at it like a college professor. You just drop in and get your question answered. But today we're going to be a little bit more intentional because somebody asked about recruiting licensed agents. And I forgot who said that. It was probably the classroom bully, Takesha, telling me, you got to do this. She makes me feel like a little puppet. You like when Marianne here, Takesha, she got a subtle way of just directing traffic, right? And go do this, go do this, go do that. That's that manager in her. So anyway, licensed agents today. But I want to talk about something real quick that Mary touched on. And I actually wrote it down. Mary Money Moves, Mary Wilson. I wrote it down. Somebody talked about being coachable. She said, when you're coachable. And then Jock said, you know, about you start to track something. I want y'all to catch this. It's easier to attract people when you know what you're attracting. I'm saying it again. It's easier to attract people when you know what you are attracting. See, most people have a hard time attracting leaders because they don't, or coachable people because they're not coachable. See, you are sometimes putting your own level on somebody else. And so you want to work with people at the level that you are. And that's human nature. Don't worry about that, right? But it's easier to attract people when you feel like you are where you are. And that's why we always, Jock comes on Great Morning Champions, CEOs, entrepreneurs, millionaires in the banking, right? That's because you got to see yourself there. You know, make sure you sign an AOA, an agency ownership agreement. You're working towards building your own agency. So when you see it, then that you were there, now trust me, there's no entrepreneur who thinks they arrived. Elon Musk doesn't think he's arrived. You hit that SpaceX, he still thinks I got more to do, right? I own Twitter, I got this, I got Tesla. He's still thinking there's more to do. He's not feeling he's arrived. We got to keep moving up, all right? Are y'all with me? There's nobody who felt like they arrived. Donald Trump had a TV show years ago before he's president, right? Donald Trump was already, Doc saying he's a billionaire before then. own Trump. He still haven't felt like he arrived. Like, I'm going to run for president. I haven't arrived in my life. I need to go higher. Right? Even at 70 plus years old, already successful in business, like, there's still something for me to do. Now he's done president once. He's like, you know, there's still something for me to do. I haven't arrived. I'm pushing whatever age he is. I still need to keep going up. So you're never going to feel like you're there, but you better feel like you are. Are y'all with me? You got to feel like enough, because here's the deal. Some of y'all ain't coachable. Coach gives you the play. I don't know about that. Why? See, my coach gives me the play. I just do it. Takesha was coaching me. Do this. I did it. Do this. Do that. I did it. You with me? Dr. Mary coach, do this. I did it. I got a lot of coaches, and the coaches don't have to be a position above you. A coach is somebody you deem who can help pour into your life to get you further ahead. Are y'all with me? A lot of y'all coaching.
Yes.
Uncle Jock coaches me. Renee coaches me. If y'all have been on the phone with Renee and me, Renee, she gonna coach you. She gonna give you some coaching. Right? Now, here's the deal. Somebody may think it's complaining. Ooh. See, to the uncoached, you think it's a complaint. Silence. Silence.
Say it again.
To the uncoached, you think that's a complaint. Once you get a little bit skilled, you realize it's coaching you. Jack Winnett coaches me all the time. I get on the phone with Jack Winnett. Listen here, Eric. Somebody may say, well, Jack Winnett's complaining. I'm like, nah, Jack Winnett's coaching me up to do better. Derek coaches me. Are y'all with me? Derek say, hey, man, me and Eric butt heads. He's making me better. See, how do you figure out which one is a complaint, which one is coaching? Are they telling the truth? Are they right? Did you not do this? Yep, they're right. Well, then that's coaching you. Are y'all with me? Don't worry about their motive. See, a lot of times people miss the motive with the message. They could be coming from a complaining space. I'm not saying y'all are, the people I announced. Somebody could be coming from a space of complaint, a space of negativity. But is the message on point? Yep. The message can elevate me. Then you got to be elevated. Are y'all with me? See, because once you're there, now you're going to start looking around. You know, somebody did do a study. Like, you say, hey, you get somebody in a large group and say, you know what? Look around, close your eyes. How many people had on yellow? And you're like, you put them in a room, looking at a room. How many people had yellow? You don't notice it. Now you say, okay, yellow's the color. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How many people had on yellow? Bam. All of a sudden they can say, like, man, this person had this person had yellow. You start seeing yellow. Why? Because now you know what to look for. When it was just general, and you're just looking in the crowd and I didn't tell you what to look for, you didn't see the people with yellow shirts on. Now I say, look at the crowd, same time zone, look at the crowd for yellow shirts. Ooh, your brain, your subconscious mind looks for yellow shirts. So now you're starting to look for people who are coachable. Now you become coachable. Now you know what a coachable looks like. Are y'all with me?
Yes, sir.
You see yourself as a leader. Now you start knowing what leaders look like. Oh, leader sounds like this. Leader sounds like that. Leader. Oh, that's a leader. See, now you start to understand, are they complaining or are they complimenting? Or are they, you know what I mean? Is a complaint, even the complaints, you can be coached through the complaint, but what is their motive? Oh, their motive wasn't good. So that's not really the leader. The leader is giving you information with the intention to elevate you. Are y'all with me? That's the leader. So now you start to understand. Now you don't always understand people's intention, but after a while you can kind of feel it. Are y'all with me? Yes or yes? See, you got to be able to be good at spotting that. See, some people can't spot that. I've had people come to me, Eric, man, my team, he's saying this and he's saying that and he's saying this, right? And then the other person telling me, Eric, man, this. I'm like, I talked to Bob and Bob is saying, Kevin is complaining. I talked to Kevin. Kevin's like, man, I need some help. See, Bob didn't realize he took Kevin's complaint as Kevin's really saying, asking for help. But Bob doesn't know that yet because Bob is new to building and leading a team. See, leadership is an art, y'all. Leadership is a skill. What separates military officers from usually military enlisted? Anybody been in the military? What separates the enlisted people from the officers? I don't want to give me some of my military people who can speak up. Marinepreneur, what typically separates the officers from the enlisted?
Generally speaking, officers have a college degree, which is the means to an end, right? It's puts them in a better position to lead, but they've been through more leadership courses out the gate than enlisted. Yeah, enlisted typically don't start till later on once they hit non-commissioned officer.
So officers generally they take them to OTS, Officers Leadership School, candidate school, right? It's usually it's a leadership academy out the gate. Now, usually enlisted, they get it, like you said, later on as you move up the ranks, then they give you some leadership skills. But generally out the gate, are y'all with me? So it's a school, it's a training, right? Billy Bob has been trained for leadership. And I want y'all to catch that. See, sometimes we put people in position and we don't train them to become a better leader. Sometimes some of us have been put in position, but don't have leadership training. Man, I've seen it. Some of y'all seen it in the corporate world. You know, I ain't going to shout them out, but you know, I watched my wife, she's in a new position. And I'm like, man, you just started this new position last week after being in the last place for 20 years. And now you got a new spot. And she's like, I'm like, man, you're glowing. I said, I could tell you didn't have good leaders before you. You had people who was above you and supervisors, they was put in position, but they wasn't good leaders. You are a leader being led by somebody who's not a good leader. Man, that's tension there. Now she's with another place with another person who is a really good leader. And it's like, dang, it's like night and day. It's like, I don't even work for the same company. It's the same system. No, you got different leadership. Now you're a leader being led by leaders. Are y'all with me? It's a skill, y'all. It ain't a position. Leadership is a skill or trait. It's not a title. It's not senior manager. They're your leader. It's not executive director. We got some executive directors who ain't good leaders. It's not, you know, SFAs. I got some FAs who are good leaders, some SFAs who are really good leaders. Are y'all catching that? It's a skill. Now look at Coach Zay, young Isaiah. I'm like, Zay, you've been leading all your life. You've been as a quarterback, you're considered the leader. So all your life, you've been groomed for leaders. Are y'all with me? Because you got to lead the team. So now, once you realize that, he's just translating that from on the field to off the field, and now you got to look for other leaders. What does other leaders sound like? They're always encouraging. What does other leaders act like? They always show up. They always attend events. They're there early. See, what's some quality? The leaders are there first. The leaders get there first, stay the latest. Ooh, that's when somebody shows up, I'm like, oh, that's the leader. I ain't got to tell them to get there. Marcella Braggs, I don't have to tell you to be here. You're a leader. Now you might say, she don't got a big team yet. Ooh, that's only coming. When she sees herself as the leader, watch her team, boom, it's going to skyrocket. So a lot of y'all, when you start off in leadership roles, what do? You typically want to lead people that you feel comfortable leading. So it's like, if I think I'm in a level 4 in the world of status, I typically want to lead somebody who's a 3, 2, or 1 in the world of status. When I say status, like let's say income, status, title, whatever position we want to call it status. Are y'all with me? So if I'm making $100,000, I think I can lead somebody less than $100,000. But if I'm making $100,000, can I lead somebody making $1 million? Ooh, you can if you realize you can. But see, typically human nature says, I want to lead somebody at the level I feel I am. So how do you change that? You just freaking feel that you are the millionaire because you're running $1 million business. It ain't got there yet, but I'm running $1 million business. It just hasn't arrived in the bank yet. So since I'm running $1 million business, I can go recruit and lead other millionaires. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down today? See, sometimes we typically want to recruit somebody that we feel we can lead. So if I feel like I'm a 4th, I'm recruiting 2 or 3. And then they're going to do the same thing. So now I'm a 4th, I'm going to recruit a 2. Now, when that 2 comes in, who are they going to recruit? They're going to recruit somebody who's a 2 or 3 to them, right? Now you got a team full of 1s. What do you want? You want a team full of 1s? You want a team full of 10s? You want a team full of Derek Holson? You want a team full of Troy Gandy? You want a team full of the Coles? You want a team full of Tawanas, right? You want a team full of Dr. Teresa's? Or do you want a team full of Billy Bob? Like, why they got to attend the Zoom? Y'all do too many meetings. What's going on? I got to get a license. A license? How much a license is going to cost? I got to pay for the license. You know, over that other company, they paid for my license. I got to buy E&O insurance. What I got? You want a team full of that? You want a team full of people? Let's go get it. It's where do you see yourself? See, it's all self-perception, y'all. That's why we do this morning calls and tell y'all to pass the ball. So you don't realize y'all speaking to the village. Your voice matters. Now, I want y'all to catch that. Your voice matters. That's how you build a larger organization. When you see yourself larger, watch what happens to your business. It's going to expand because now you're going to attract other people. Because now you feel better. You feel bigger. Now, how do you make your team feel better in 30 seconds? You got to start speaking to them like they're bigger than they are or bigger than they see themselves. Do you speak life into your people? Man, you're a superstar. You're a champion. You're going to go get it. Jock talked about edification and why we edify. So we can constantly, this is a village of speaking life. Do y'all know what's going to happen in the next 6 months? We're going to have so many people making 6 figures in 6 months. They're going to have to write a book about us. Xpert is going to stop. Eric, can y'all please document that journey? Can y'all please tell us how in the world did you do it? How did y'all do it? But we ain't going to tell them, y'all, until after we done it. Are y'all with me? Because if I tell them before, some of them already feel like they got the big egos. They're going to take it to play and run with it. And some of y'all going to be like, oh, wow, how are they doing it? They taking the play you had and ran with it. Why did they run with it? Because they saw themselves bigger than you see yourself. And I'm gonna close with this, man. Danny, your cousin came in. I heard almost tears. He almost brought me to tears when he was speaking about. Anybody here? Can y'all hear that? When he was speaking about how Danny has changed and progressed. I watched Danny over the years grow.
Yes, yes.
Y'all, that's what this is about. It ain't about all the money you put in your bank account.
I was trying not to let nobody hear that.
Yeah, man, I heard it. I was in tears. I was like, man, that's what this whole daggone thing is about, y'all. If you really want to be a good leader, you want people's lives to be impacted and changed. You want to be a manager, you can put some money in your bank. You want to be a leader, you better put some people's money in other people's banks. You better, it ain't the money, it's the lives. Are y'all with me? When you improve their life, guess what happens? The money follows. See, when you're just chasing money, oh man, you ain't got to impact somebody's life. They can go stand on the corner and make money. Some of y'all beautiful women, y'all can go to OnlyFans and make money. You can show your feet, show your hands, and somebody's gonna pay. You can make money a lot of kind of ways. I've seen people hustle. I grew up with guys selling drugs. There's so many ways to make money. But when you're impacting so many lives, it's not a lot of, it is probably a lot of ways to make impact people's lives. But when you can impact their life, that they can now see themselves bigger, and it's not just experience, you will start seeing what's happening in their families' lives, what's happening in their kids' lives, how they're interacting with their wife, their spouses, their co-workers. The whole world gets elevated when you have a great leader. We hear it all the time with athletes. They say, man, this coach changed my life. This coach saved my life. This coach, years later, my boys club coach did this. My high school coach did this. My college coach did this. That's what we're doing, y'all. We're impacting lives. Today, a couple of quick announcements. 7 p.m., xpertlife.com. Somebody put in the chat. We are doing a 6-figure takeover. We're launching today. We're doing a BTO. Get everybody you know. Tell your, first of all, your team, every team member, pick up the phone and call them. Bob, I know you ain't done nothing yet. I know I'm apologizing. I'm gonna give y'all the real quick blueprint. Bob, I'm sorry. I wasn't a good leader I should have been. I wasn't a good coach I should have been. I wasn't a good mentor I should have been. But I don't want you to miss this meeting tonight. Bob, I need you to be here tonight, 7 p.m. Here's another word track you can use. What are you doing? Billy, Kevin, what are you doing tonight at 7 p.m. that can make you 6 figures in 6 months, 6 figures in 6 months? What are you doing tonight at 7 p.m. that can make you 6 figures in 6 months? Most time they're going to say, nothing. Well, great. I need you to be right here on this Zoom. Well, tell me more. Get on the Zoom and you'll find out. So hopefully y'all caught that word track. What are you doing tonight at 7 p.m.? Give them a specific time that's going to make you 6 figures in 6 months. I was ready to watch Netflix tonight. Man, I was going to mow the lawn. I was going to go to Bob's Big Boys and get me that Happy Meal. No. Now you're going to tell them they're going to be on this Zoom. I don't care where you are on the planet Earth. You download the app. Most people got smartphones. Be at a computer. But you better be locked in, tuned in, because this is what we're doing. Tell your team members that. Tell your new guests that. Let's pack this Zoom. Type in yes if you're committed to making this Zoom. We're having over 100 people on the Zoom tonight on our BTO. Type in yes if you're committed to doing your part. That's if we all just bring one person, we got over 100. Are y'all with me? Do y'all know what happens to the energy of 100 people on the BTO and we all excited? So now I'm gonna get all the some etiquette. Thank you, Derek. When you get on the Zoom, if I'm gonna be doing the presentation, if I say something, y'all gotta say yeah. Typing yes in the chat. Y'all just start go right, typing yes. Okay. Now a couple of amens here or there, you can do that. Ooh, yeah. Oh, wow. Nobody knows that that y'all are already in the business, so you can play some. Wow, yeah, because it's going to be recorded, and we can use this recording and make another video with it. Are y'all with me? So sometimes the audience participation. Now you ain't gotta go over the top. Amen, brother. Right on. Tell them, preach, preacher. So you ain't got to go over the top, right? But you got to give a little. It's okay to give a little bit. Are y'all with me? So.
Yes, we're ready. We're ready.
Come on, Andy. There you go. Y'all, Andy, you got to give me some voice because that Andy Willie voice got to be on it. Andy just makes you want to sign up to anything. Andy make you sign up for the military. Make me sign up for the military. Marines, Andy like, come on, Eric, you can do it. Oh yeah, I can do it. I can run a mile in 4 minutes. Right? Andy make you feel like you can do anything in the world. Derek, you got your hand up. Talk to us, sir.
Very quick question. This is one thing I did share with my smaller team yesterday about etiquette, is that for those who can turn on cameras, turn it on, because there's nothing worse, in my opinion, or for me, to be talking to myself. So, some people can't have their cameras on, but if you can, that just brings more energy, in my opinion. So
it does, Derek. The cameras on makes a difference, because we don't know if you're frying eggs or playing pocket pool. We don't know what you're doing over there. I get it, right? So turn the cameras on, okay?
Only the guys say pocket pool.
It is a plus. It helps you with interaction. You're not talking to yourself, like Derek said.
It does. And I'm telling you, the day Tawana doesn't show up, I don't know what I would do. Tawana, your voice, your face, the other day you almost had me in tears when I was thinking, you impact me so much, just your presence every day. You don't understand how you can take my day from being a 1 to an 8. Just your smile can take me from a 1 to an 8. Like, you don't understand, Tawana. So I'm telling you, I'm forever grateful that you have your camera on, you smile. And when you smile and you just, sometimes you encourage me to go sideways. But anyway, I know you don't do it on purpose, but I get sidetracked. But your presence, your camera on makes a difference. Are y'all with me?
Thank you, Eric. Focus.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna focus. So with that being said, I'm gonna turn it over. He did such a great job yesterday. I'm gonna turn it over to my brother, all the way down in Georgia, and ask him if he can do the recap. So what we do, ladies and gentlemen, we do a recap. What did you get out of this? Raise your hand, and I'm gonna turn it over to the executive director, soon to be senior executive director, on his way with his team. It's exploding. None other than Mr. Lacole, Elijah Pye. Can you lead the recap, please, sir?
Wow, good morning. Good morning. Can we all unmute and give a big applause to Mr. Erik Robinson for this awesome session this morning? Can we appreciate him, please?
Okay, Eric, let's go.
Great job. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But let me say this, Erik don't override me in any way or my team, but we join this call every single morning because there is something that we see here. And there's a saying that you never value your well until it runs dry. So you guys don't know what you guys have here. I'm telling you, every single morning to be pumped up, to be energized, to be shown how to run the business, and you get it for free. For free. Can you imagine how much you would pay to have a session like this with somebody like this every day who have these years of experience? not only in the financial service industry, but in all different sales industry that he has participated in. He has done it. I'm telling you, this is awesome. So let's very much appreciate it. And one thing that I also want to say is, something that Mr. Derry talked about just now, if you are in a place that you can show your face, please do. Because imagine you inviting me to do a presentation for you, for your guest, and your guest don't see my face. How will you feel? Right? An impression is always everything. When you are in the session and you're showing your face, be in a place that is professional, something that looks nice, because the first impression that your guests or your clients have, that's everything. Right? So let's always work on that. And I really appreciate how things have gone so far on this call. I'm telling you, it's been a wonderful session throughout the week, right? And even from the very first day that I started, and that's why I keep coming and encourage my team members to join. So I'm going to start my own recap from what he said that actually I wrote it down. He said, you better don't feel you are there yet, but feel you are there. That is deep. Don't feel that you have achieved anything yet, but also feel that you are there, because when you feel that you have acquired some knowledge, that will give you the confidence when you're talking to people. You have to know that you know what you are sharing with people. That is you feeling that you are there, but don't let ego make you feel that you have achieved anything. That is a very deep, profound statement. And I thank you, Erik, for sharing that. So it's not my session, so I'm going to pass the ball. I'm going to open the floor for anyone that want to come in and do a recap, right? What you took out from today, right? Something you wrote down. Somebody said that rich people always write something down. They don't type it. They make their secretaries do the typing. Because when you write something, you are reinterpreting what you just heard. It's like you're hearing it 2-3 times more. So anyone that want to jump in first, Mr. Money, I see your hand. So Mr. Money has been thinking, and I know he's been thinking big, right? So Mr. Money, it's your turn. So go ahead. Are we going to give you some time, Mr. Troy? Yeah, you get the session to monitor. But so let's use, it was a great session this morning. So let's use maybe 2 minutes for each individual. Is that good, Mr. Troy?
Okay.
Absolutely. All right, you got the floor, Mr. Money.
Thank you, sir. Because the one thing I was just thinking about that I heard that sparked a thought in my mind when you were talking about leadership. And being somebody have been in leadership before, leadership has two things that I think really leads to leadership is. Leadership is somebody who can communicate good, and their word is honor. Then I forget out one last thing, their actions always show what they talk. You can see their action by the way that everything they talk about, they actually see them doing. And they're for the people. Because when I was in thinking of leadership, the money ain't never mattered different to me. It just mattered that I did the best I ever could done for that person. Like even when I was selling cars, selling mortgages, selling credit, whatever I was doing, I just had the client interest in best interest in order. That's what I was thinking. Anybody asked me something, when I say, "Hey man, I'm gonna do this and this," as a leader, I had to do it. If I had to be there early, or I was running, you catch me running to the door, running. If I was in Baltimore, you say, "I'm gonna be there in Philadelphia, man." I was there because I had to. Because it's the thing we used to say. My word is bond, and my bond is life. Before I break my word, I give you my life, because your word is everything, man. In this thing right here.
30 seconds.
Okay, I got you. And that is nothing to take light. Your word is nothing to take light. Never is. Oh, Erik, I had to holler at you, man. I got some information I want to reach out to you too, brother. That's all I wanted to say.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Thank you, Money. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. It's like a recap of yesterday and today combined. So if you missed yesterday, wow. Thank you so much for sharing. And also, Mr. Troy, I saw your hands up.
Okay. I'll be quick. I'm just reminded that no matter what position you are and where you are in this business, whether it was years ago in a former life with somebody else, or even here, or whether it's last month, last week, or yesterday, he says something that our CEO always says. He says, your past is in your head and your future is in your hands. And then it almost leads right into the rest of the day's message. No matter what the level you are, always be coachable, be presentable. It's easier to attract likeness. Coaching from a constructive perspective and recognizing elevative constructivism, criticism. And that's it for me.
Wow, thank you so much. That is wonderful. That is great. Thank you for that awesome recap, Mr. Troy. And Victoria?
Good
Go
morning,
ahead.
everybody.
Good
Troy,
morning.
thank you so much. You're always encouraging. Eric, thank you for
Thank
the
you.
presentation this morning. What is standing out of all the things you said this morning is leadership. You said leadership is not a title. You said leadership is showing up and being the example that others should follow. So I wish in this group we can have maybe one day for us to have a leadership class, because I believe that when we know how to lead, or when we can lead ourselves, we are going to be the shining light on the hill that others can look up to and copy and emulate. Thank you for letting me share.
Absolutely, absolutely, Victoria. Yeah, leadership is everything, and everybody on this call, is a leader. You might be a leader in your home, a leader in your team, even though you have just one recruit, or even though you don't have any team member yet, you are already a leader. And like I always say, you are coming here by yourself, that you come to learn, because one day you're going to have people in your team that will be demanding from you the things that you already know. So if you are not feeding yourself up every day, don't say, oh, I'm by myself every time, I'm not coming. If you are by yourself every day, it's good, because you are coming here to absorb so many things into yourself, so that when those people come, you're going to have enough to share with them. Like I always say, the mama cow have to eat so that the mama cow can have the milk for the baby cow. So coming here every day to learn, if you are learning, so that when those people come, because definitely you are in this business for a long time, and when those people come, you already have enough to share with them. So thank you so much, every single one, for the recap. And I'm going to pass it down to our downtown Rita Brown, who is doing an awesome job every day recapping every single important statement that Mr. Eric and everyone shared on this call. I don't know how she does it, but she's an awesome lady. So please, let's appreciate her, because what she recapped every day, if I'm giving that responsibility, I might not be coming back. All right. I know that's a joke. But I don't know how Rita does it. So let's appreciate her. Let's unmute and welcome Miss Rita Brown.
Okay, Rita Brown.
Rita Brown.
Go, Rita.
Thank
Go,
you for
Rita.
all you do.
I second the motion.
Thank you. Okay. Be logged in and locked in. Practice edification on this call. When someone edifies you, edify them back. We are building our agency. This is no 9 to 5. Wrap your arms around your business partners and help them grow. Don't just recruit. Identify talent. You don't want everybody joining you in business. Once you get into a zone, you start attracting people to you that want to be in this business. There will be roadblocks and setbacks. Business is set up for you to fail, but you have to stay in the car. Little things mean so much. Have Zoom etiquette. Study the playbook and run the plays. It is easier to attract people when you know what you are attracting. Be coachable and know the difference. To the uncoached, you think it's a complaint, but it's coaching. How can you tell the difference? Ask yourself, are they right? Don't mix the message and the motive. Leaders give you information with the intent to elevate. Leadership is an art and a skill, not a title or position. You typically want to lead people at the level you feel you are. Where do you see yourself? I am running $1 million business. It's just not in the bank yet. Your voice matters. When you see yourself larger, your business will grow. Speak life into your business partners. It's not about the money. You want people's lives to be changed. When you improve their life, money follows. Impact people's lives so they can see themselves bigger. And I want to say I have a sticker on my computer that says, how many lives can I positively impact?
Woo! Wow. Rita Brown, downtown Rita Brown, recap that thing, knocked it out the park again. Ladies and gentlemen, hey, let's clap it up for Rita Brown. Woo-hoo!
Awesome.
Don't know what we do without her. Also, this is always streamed live to Eric and Mary's YouTube channel. Just search Eric and Dr. Mary. You can see all our replays if you want to get it. If your team doesn't get it, watch the replays, Eric and Dr. Mary. We got new business presentation out there. Tonight, 7 p.m., experienlife.com. Tonight, 7 p.m. Let's pack the house. Y'all said we're going to have 200 people there. Let's do it. Tonight, 7 p.m., experienlife.com.
Mr. Eric,
Yes,
just a quick announcement for those that normally join Frank DeLeo's Leadership Mindset on Wednesdays. I just posted on my team. He will not be available for the next 2 Wednesdays, right? For those that normally join, he won't be available for the next 2 Wednesdays, but let's use that time to practice all the leadership mindset training that we have learned, right? All those things that we have in us, so that we can use that time wisely. So let us not sit down and say, oh, 10 to 12 is no more, so I'm going to sleep. No, let's use that time wisely. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. And office hours from 12 to 1 may roll over. We're going to be talking about how to recruit licensed agents. I'm going to break it down so plain and clear that if you're looking to recruit licensed agents to your business, you're going to get the blueprint today, 12 to 1 office hours. Xpert Life, same Xpert Life, not this webinar, it's xpertlife.com or ericzoom.com. Either one takes the same place. With that being said, love y'all. Have an amazing day. And I want to shout out somebody. She's been in the background quiet, executive director out of the Delaware market. Can y'all please come off mute? Her team's exploding. None other than the Leah D. Lynch. Can we clap it up for Leah Lynch in the background?
All right. Yeah. Great job.
If we get loud enough,
Leah.
tomorrow she'll come on camera. So y'all go say Leah, Leah,
Leah.
Sorry.
So Leah, that means tomorrow we want to see you on camera. They want to hear from, because she's a dynamite powerhouse. So if we can get Leah to say a few words with us tomorrow, y'all, hopefully we can. All right. I know I put you on the spot, Leah, but that's what we do here. We just put them on the spot.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
All right. Love y'all.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
Have a great day, y'all.
Hey,
All
Eric,
right,
we
all
can
right.
reach out to you, brother.
Yes, sir. You know you're going to call me. Call me now.
Peace of the Lord be with you.
And also with you, sir.